realizing that some of those days I spent a lot of time just reflecting on my childhood and the memories, which has brought back a lot of memories that I won't say I suppressed, but just some that I, didn't stop to think about as often. And I found that I've had a lot more beautiful memories than I have sad ones. Way more, beautiful memories than I have had. And those make those days, those sad days, those days that I feel like I just want to roll up in a ball. It makes those days a lot easier. Also, being able to pick up my camera and shoot and create has been therapy for me. So photography and videography definitely can be therapy. I know whenever I would shoot in New Orleans, I would always stay the night by my dad's house because I didn't want to have to drive back to Mississippi. And I would film and I would come back and start editing on my laptop or my iPad, whatever I brought, travel-wise. And I'd be showing my daddy what I shot. And I'll never forget, he'd just look at me. He'll just be looking at whatever it is I was showing him. And he'd be like, "You did that? I didn't know you could do that." And as the time progressed, the more I would go out there and have the shoots and continue the same tradition of spending the night by my dad's house. Sit on the couch, be editing, we'd be talking, have a drink, a daiquiri, or Crown was his drink of choice, so he had some Crown at the house. But I would then continue editing and be it photo or video work, whatever it was, and he'd just be smiling with pride as I'd show him, and he'd be like, "I'm so proud of you, baby girl." And I've always been creative. I've been writing poems and doing writing short stories since I was a little girl, and my dad inspired me to do that. He bought me typewriters, him and my mom, and they knew I was just creative. I've always been that person, just always been creative. But as I'd be sitting there editing, and he'd be so proud, and he'd tell me, "You got some business cards?" He'd pass my business cards out at work. He worked at Folgers at the coffee plant in New Orleans. And he'd be trying to give me clients. "Yeah, I got this girl that she do this at work. And I told her my daughter could do this. I show her your website." And when I published my first book, my daddy was the first person to buy my book. I sell brand merchandise. He had one of my shirts, and he'd wear it, send me selfies of him in that shirt. So my point is, I always had the support. So I chose to, at 40, retire. And my dad He blessed us. He blessed us in life, and he definitely blessed us in his absence, to where I am able. I started my business 3 years ago, but now I am able to full-time work for myself, and it's important to me to make him proud. I know he was proud of me when he was here, but it's important to me to not fumble the bag and to do right. And following my dreams is now a reality for me, and I don't plan on taking that lightly. I don't see that as minute. But grief is definitely a process. Even in those blessings, I still find days of gloom, days where those shadows hang above my head. But I have those memories to keep him alive, and I have those memories to be my light. And I use that light to guide me and to inspire me, to make him proud, and to do the right thing, and to be that reflection of who he was as a man, as a father, as a husband that I watched him be. So, grief comes in waves. It's a heavy load to carry, but it's one that eventually we all experience. You don't know when it'll hit, but when it does tend to be heavy. However, you have to find those moments, find that light, find that inspiration, and find those memories that bring that happiness, and keep that legacy and that individual alive. Because nothing is promised. Tomorrow is definitely not promised. And I think it's important that we all leave some type of mark, some type of impact. He definitely left his. He left his in his kids. He left his in the way that he treated people. He left his in the caliber of a man that he was. And being his daughter, I think it's important for me to embody all that he taught me and that he was, and bring my dreams and teach my kids, so that I am keeping that alive, keeping him alive in that way. But yeah, grief is heavy, but it's not always sad. It's not always sad.